Hello fellow hunters, it's JBizHunts back with another video to share with you the secrets of the hunter call of the wild. Video games hold many secrets, and the Call of the Wild is no exception. Hidden across 3 of the Hunter Call of the Wild's oldest maps are 4 hidden locations. Today, in this video, they are not going to be kept secret anymore as we set out to explore these mysterious locations and show you where hidden diamonds or rares could be. Let's dive in. The first map we are going to visit will be Layton Lakes District. It's a base game map and the one where most of us hunters have started our virtual hunting journey on. I know I have. This map has 2 very cool hidden locations. One is a hidden hunting stand and the other is a hidden lake. We will start with the hunting stand. When you unlock an outlook tower, it illuminates a large circle of the land surrounding the tower. By doing this, it opens up undiscovered circles on your map that are green. These circles can be outposts where you can fast travel and change your gear, points of interest, or hunting stands. If you open up all the outlooks in Layton Lakes, you would think all the potential discoverable locations would be on the map, but there is one that doesn't show up. To the east of Mount Leviathan and nestled into the base of the mountain is a hidden hunting stand. I've unlocked the whole map, but as you can see, there is no green circle indicating the discover location. So I traveled down the coast on the east of the map and made my way to the base of the mountain in search of this hidden tree stand. And lo and behold, there it is, a new discoverable tree stand. I usually don't spend my in-game cash unlocking these stands, but in this case, I had no choice but to. I wanted to see the view. It's a really cool field with a great view. You may be able to, call in a black bear or a Roosevelt elk, maybe even a black-tailed deer. You would want to set up your electronic collar and just see what kind of animals you can bring in. You'll have to go visit it for yourself and let me know what kind of animals you find and harvest from this tree stand. The second hidden location on Layton Lakes is the hidden lake, which does not show up on your map. Most water sources are easy to see and they will be blue on your map, like the river or the lakes on Layton Lakes as an example. Just look at Balmont Lake. However, there is a hidden lake. You will have to travel to the southern outpost in Vurhonga and head north to find it. At the top of the big hill behind the large lake on Vurhonga is a hidden tiny lake that you would never expect to be up there. The funny thing is that if you are doing a whitetail deer or a moose grind on Layton Lake, you want to discover this lake. You could have a nice herd sitting up there and you would never even know. At this little lake, I've found not only white-tailed deer and moose, but black bears and coyotes that frequent the lake and take a drink during their drink times as well. So head on up to Vurhonga, take your loadout with you, and maybe even a tent, set it up, and scout this little gem on your Layton Lakes map. The next map we will travel to and unlock its secrets is one of my favorite maps, Medved Taiga. It was the first ever DLC map available to all of us hunters back in the day, and I still remember my first hunts in Siberia. This frozen map does house some hidden lakes, 4 to be exact. The first 2 hidden lakes are found in the Tiga coast region in the northeast of the map. The first one is located south of an outpost on top of a mountainous region and cliff face. You have to traverse up there, and it's a really small lake. I have found reindeer, a troll reindeer to be exact, at that lake. It was one of my best herds when I was doing my Great One Moose herd management grind on Medved. Other animals that could be drinking at this lake includes lynx, brown bear, and even wild boar. It's definitely worth a peek just in case you have a trophy up on that mountain or you are doing a moose grind. You don't want to miss any of your zones. Second hidden lake is directly west of the hidden lake on top of the mountain. It's not as hidden as the others, but it does not show up on the map with a blue coloration indicating a water source and potential drink zones. Just like the one on top of the mountain, I have found some animals that frequent this lake. Like I've harvested quite a few reindeer there. I found some moose herds for my moose grind. It's definitely a spot you want to check when you're hunting a Medved, especially maybe if you're looking for a rare lynx or a diamond brown bear to add to your trophy lodge. The other 2 hidden lakes are found in the Mamontovoya tundra region in the southwest of the map. You will have to head northeast from the large lake in that region to find the first hidden Lake, which is in a little alcove surrounded by trees and a hill. I was looking for a gray wolf zone and wanted to come in and check this place out at dusk, and boy did it not disappoint. I found a large pack of wolves and was able to take down the alpha of the pack and check out this lake for myself. I know I found some Siberian musk deer, some wild boar, and a couple moose herds on this lake, as this lake can support 2 need zones. And if you're in the area, remember to stop by and check it out because old JBiz said so. The last hidden lake on the map is directly west of the southeast-most outlook tower. It's nestled on a hill and has an awesome tree stand you can discover right above it that overlooks the little lake. So to easily find this on the map, all you'd have to do is open up that outlook tower, see the undiscovered hunting stand, and then travel over towards it. You can't see it on the map, the lake itself, and it really is a bit out of the way and easy to miss. I know I had this as one of my main zones for my moose grind, as the visibility on this lake is awesome with a built-in hunting stand. That really does help with lowering hunting pressure and saves you a little bit of money. I know I always check this spot when I'm on the hunt for Siberian musk deer, as you're always bound to find a few good herds right on this lake. The final map we will travel to unlock its secrets is one of the community's favorite maps, and one that I frequently go back to. It's Vurhonga Savanna in Africa. It was the second ever DLC map available to all of us hunters back in the day. And I remember when I first got lions and they would attack us, and I remember almost panic walking through the reeds at the lakes, praying I didn't have a lion that was going to aggressively attack and eat me. There are 4 hidden drink zones on this map. I say drink zones because there is no water. These animals must have a secret we don't know and can replenish their thirst in these hidden areas. At the top of the map, in between the region of Bush Valley and Tingwenyeni, is where you can find all 4 of these drink zones. There's a nice lake up in that corner, and directly north of that lake, you will find the first of the 4 drink zones. You will encounter gemsbok, blue wildebeest, and potentially lions drinking there. I found a few herds in these zones, and when you miss any zones that you have not discovered, you could be missing out on a cool gold gemsbok or a nice albino wildebeest. If you go further north from that drink zone, crossing the road of course, you will encounter drink zones number 2 and number 3. They are within about 200 meters of each other, and you can visually see animals if they are in both zones. Remember, when checking out these zones, to crouch walk, because basically you are walking through the brush and creating a ton of noise. So be quiet and use your scent eliminator as well. I know some people don't think it works. I still want to hold out hope that it does. I had luck just going to these areas and picking up their need zone indicators when the animals weren't even there. So then I could better approach the areas the second time coming back when scouting potential animals using the zones, because then I knew where they were going to be at, which was a lot better than going in blind. The 4th and final hidden drink zone is to the west of zones 2 and 3. Probably a good 400-ish meters. Do the same approach, be quiet, and always be scouting, so if you do discover the zone from a distance, it will help you when you get back to there in the future. One of my biggest fears in my game, I know, is that I would have had an albino lion on my map at one of these zones and I never knew about it. However, you won't have this problem since your favorite YouTuber, JBizHunts, just showed you 4 hidden locations across 3 maps in the Hunter Call of the Wild. Also, if I missed any hidden locations, if you could, please put where they are and what they are in the comments below. I'd love to revisit this in a future episode. That is it for this video, fellow hunters. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, subscribe for future content, check out the channel for the many guides that I post, and as always, fellow hunters, happy hunting.